65 is energized by Banner Health. Here's Jose Garcia and Kevin McCabe on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM.
Just for you. Well, not just for you, I should say.
You're going to know this song, and I think they make you learn the lyrics to this. They've never made us learn the lyrics. Go, 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 fight, run right through. It's an NAU fight song.
Really?
I know, but I have to. It's not as well documented as maybe the little one they play in Tempe or that Bear Down song down in Tucson. But this is one that
they should change it to Kevin McCabe song.
That's a whole other story. They have like 3 of them that have transpired over the years from. But that's the one. That's the one they'll play when this young man is up there dunking the basketball, taking people strong to the rack, and all those things that the announcers say. I'm excited. If you listen to this show, and we know you do, the numbers show it. The ratings, the high school ratings are through the roof. You know my love and my passion for my alma mater, NAU, and we have fun with it because but privately and quietly, I still strive for it to be the Harvard of the Pines, to be the MIT of the mountains, to be the great basketball and football power that it can be. And there's a lot of us that still feel this way, and we have strived and pushed and prodded for it to be that. And now I'm excited to say it's on the verge. The door is open. And our next guest walked right through. You watched him play at Gilbert High School and watched him grow up. I remember that he just blew up on the basketball scene. Went from like 6'5" into a fringe player to the 6'7", 2'3" who can handle the ball, shoot, dunk. And I even remember watching him play Corona this year, and may have had one of the dunks of the year where he just took off in traffic and tore it off the hinges. It was unbelievable. He's Chris Bowling. He's going to Northern Arizona University. He's here in studio with his mom, Sarah. Good morning. How did I paint big enough picture?
I think you got it.
Well, good morning. Congratulations. I don't even know. First and foremost, welcome to the family. Lumberjack for life.
Thank you.
I tell you why. Other than the fact that I called you every night and said, let's go to NAU. What was the process of being recruited? Because I know there's a lot of people that look. There's summer leagues. There's camps. There's club basketball. NAU. What was the thinking in that process?
Definitely one of the major reasons was I just wanted to stay close to home so I could stay close to my family. They come to all my basketball games, and I didn't really want that to change, so they'll be able to make it down there and hopefully catch a few. But another reason was because coaching staff, Coach Murphy, Coach West, Coach Kruger, just throughout the recruiting process, they stayed on me, stayed checking in with me, and, made it a personal.
It was a challenge. They offered you for it that way. It gets cold. It's snowy up in Flagstaff. You okay with that?
Yeah, I love the cold.
And skiing, they won't let you ski, I guess.
Yeah, I guess not.
That's probably. Do you know how to ski?
Snowboard.
No, that's what all the young kids.
And fishing. I hear you fish a lot, so fishing is great up there as well.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You can sneak down to Lake Mary in between class. You have to go to classes at NAU.
Yeah.
Chris Bowling, he's a former Gilbert Tiger. How was the recruiting process? How crazy, how challenging was it? I mean, again, you blew up. There's some players who got maybe more press in pub. I think you deserved it. You played with the Gilbert Tigers, and really were a great run this year into the semifinals. How was the recruiting process? Who were the coaches? Who came calling, and how crazy did that get?
It got pretty crazy. I heard from multiple colleges. Right around last summer is when it really started to blow up. But yeah, I first heard from Coach West about 3 years ago. That's when they first came down and saw me. But they've stayed on me the past 3 years. Last summer, I was hearing from, Weber State. Picked up my first offer from Texas Rio Grande Valley, which was huge for me. But I was excited when NAU offered this past year. I really liked their program. The fact that it was in-state was awesome.
This is great. Mom, you're here, Sarah, and you've actually you've got some basketball roots in you as well with Kevin McCabe, Jose Garcia, and you documented this story. She balled there for Webster Minor
Webster.
Webster Minor Webster.
And she's got a very interesting story because obviously your senior, you guys made it to the state championship, but that was a very, very big year, not just on the basketball court, but family-wise. And
absolutely,
you're very honest about it. Talk about what happened your senior year.
Yeah, so senior year, I was watching my teammates play in the state championship game, and I was 8 months pregnant with Chris over here.
Okay.
Yep. I was telling Jose.
It's part of life.
It absolutely is.
You're not the first. You're not.
No. I mean, it absolutely is. And it was one of the most difficult times, but it turned out to be the biggest blessing of my life by far. I went out and played at Chandler Gilbert. Chris grew up in the gym. He was riding his tricycle around. He was at every 5 a.m. practice with us. He was on the bus going to every away game. So when I say he grew up in the gym, he truly grew up in the gym.
And got some serious loving from all your teammates, too.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And he got his shooting skills from his mom, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, definitely.
How proud are you of the young man? And there's so many storylines, not just the basketball, but the young man that he has become. And he's sitting here right next to you.
Yeah.
And I know we're so all proud of our kids and all that they do. But some of the things that stand out, how proud you are of the young man, not only basketball-wise, and I know this is just a step. There's a long road to go, but where he's been and where he is now.
Yeah, absolutely. So, the thing I'm most I'm gonna cry.
Okay.
Chris is the kindest young man you will ever meet. Just absolutely extends his hand to people who are in need. He has never been in any type of trouble. His teachers, his coaches, anyone who meets him says that he goes out of his way to make sure that, the kids that are picked on or bullied or, may not have as many friends, like Chris befriends them, like right away. And so everybody really truly looks up to him, and he is known in Gilbert for his service that he gives back to the community, and just for being an awesome friend and an awesome person.
You're unbelievable. Sarah Bowling Richardson, mom of Chris Bowling, and we've got some more storylines we want to talk about. We'd like you to stick around. We're going to take a short break here, catch our breaths. By the way, we're not streaming live today, but I'll paint you the picture. She's rocking the NAU Lumberjack shirt.
And you're doing a great job for NAU, by the way.
It's not even about NAU. It's about me.
It's about you, yeah.
Yes, That's how we do this show. We're going to take a short break. And actually, Coach Rick McConnell stuck around, too. That shows the passion and love and the respect that we have for high school basketball here in the state of Arizona. Short break here. Coming back, we're going to talk about Grandpa. Big Mike Bowling. Why? Actually, no, well, make it about me. We'll take a short break. Arizona Sports Prep 365 back with Chris and Sarah, Jose, the gang, after this timeout.
Keep your head in the game with a Brainstamp Swiss. And Kevin McCabe on Arizona Sports 98.7 FM.
Welcome back. Arizona Sports Prep 365. Kevin McCabe, Jose Garcia, Sarah Bowling Richardson, mom of Chris Bowling, who's going to up to play for Northern Arizona University, play basketball up there in the Sky Dome for Jack Murphy, and infuse some great Phoenix love into the Harbor of the Pines. And this is a story that extends way beyond basketball. This is Arizona sports history. Bob Bose Bell, who is like one of the long Arizona historians, he'd be proud of this. Jose Garcia, the Arizona Interscholastic Association historian. Other than Big Mike Bowling, which we'll talk about.
Well, let's go with that. Let's start with Mike first, and then we'll go to, believe it or not, Wyatt Earp here in a little bit.
As a kid growing up in West Phoenix, you picked up the newspaper on Saturday mornings, and there's Big Mike Bowling. And I followed USC basketball at the time because they were recruiting Mo Layton, Watson and Cobb at Phoenix College, this unbelievable trio. Paul Westphal was going out there. Matt Calvin was out there. And here's Big Mike Bowling goes out to Southern Cal. This is Grandpa. This is your dad, Sarah. Yeah. This is your grandpa. Have you heard all the story? I'll ask you, Chris. Have you heard? Have you seen? Did you have to go get the microfiche in the library at school, or have you heard all the stories? There's still memorabilia hanging around the house?
Yeah. My grandpa left a few books and photos of him at USC and ASU, and he told tons of stories also.
and it was part of your life growing up to have, because he was there, Papa was there. You actually honored him when you went to the state championship this year, when they had the honored the championship team from back then in 1965. And this is after you just lost. Your team had just lost, not made it to the state championship. Take us back through that, where you walked down the court, had the still photo of Pops or Grandpa.
Yeah, it was just a great honor being able to represent him. Me and my mom feel like that was his way of, no matter what, I was going to get to the state championship somehow. So whether it was me playing or me representing him, that was his way of saying that I was going to get there.
Oh, he's great. He's Chris Bowling, Gilbert High Tiger, going up to NAU with Kevin McCabe and Jose Garcia.
6th generation native of Arizona.
Yep.
And your mom was telling me that there's some history here with one of your great-great-grandfathers. He was a doctor, one of the first ones at Tombstone. And he actually, one of his patients was another sharpshooter, Wyatt Earp. Take us back, Sarah. What's this story?
They can teach an Arizona history class.
You can go, Sarah.
Yeah, absolutely. So we have my great grandfather's his medical bag and all of his medical logs and everything. And it's just so cool to go back and read the history, and it's like, wow. Like that is such a huge part of like Arizona, and all the movies, from Hollywood and everything. It's like, wow.
That ain't bowling is there. It's awesome.
Yeah,
so
totally.
He treated Doc Holliday.
And Wyatt Earp. Yeah.
Now, have you guys gone down there and done the whole the tourist thing and seen the gun?
You know what? We haven't.
Okay,
which is so funny.
I've only been to the Grand Canyon a couple of times. It's okay.
Right. I've been once.
Oh, this is great. Great history and lore for the state of Arizona. Chris Bowling, his mom, Sarah Bowling Richardson, here in studio.
The lessons you learned from Big Mike Bowling. I know not only just basketball, but there was a lot of one-on-one conversations, not just one-on-one basketball. But what were some of the lessons he picked up from?
Yeah, absolutely. Past few months of his life, he was kind of immobile, so we spent a lot of time just in his room talking, telling stories. But yeah, he just taught me, treat others how you want to be treated, and just try and do good by everybody. Yeah, basketball's fun, and basketball's a big part of my life, but just being a good person in life in general, that's what really matters.
Sarah, he was there with you too in a challenging time where you were in a high school pregnancy. This is your dad, and you don't know it at the time, but then later on to be grandpa. And I don't mean to push the emotional envelope with you, but there's a special relationship through basketball and life that you've shared with Big Mike, who was taken way too early. I mean, he was way too young.
Sure.
Yeah. Put that into words.
Yeah, and so I think, obviously, being 17 and needing to go to your dad and tell him, Daddy, this is, what's going on in my life. I was terrified, but my dad, just like Chris, big teddy bear, one of the kindest men you'll ever meet. And the first thing my dad did was hug me and tell me it's going to be okay. And he said, we'll get through it as a family. And my dad was there when Chris was born and cried like a baby, and our lives were forever changed. And, first thing out of my dad's mouth was, this baby is a blessing and he's going to do wonderful things. So.
And he was right on.
He was right on.
And we're approaching here. We're about to close here, but believe it or not, Chris can sing a tune or two. So I'm going to put you on the spot and see if you can take us out. I don't know if there's a favorite song you like to sing. Is there something? No, he's giving us the no.
American Idol right here. Quickly though, basketball. What's ahead for you now with the plans of when do you go up to NAU? When do you continue summer ball? What's to train and to get ready to go to the next level?
So I'll be going up there next fall. But throughout the summer, I'll probably head up there and just play some open gym style with the guys, just to get a little feeling and chemistry.
7,000 feet. You got to get used to the altitude.
Yeah, that absolutely too.
Oh, that's great. Hey, I'm so excited. I know we're excited when any of we call them our kids, go on and enjoy great success. But this was also very personal to me, and I look forward to it. We look forward to sharing your stories and documenting fighting lumberjacks.
Can you sing that at least? The fight song?
I can, but
can you rap it?
I'm trying to get people to listen to the show and not turn it off. Chris Bowling, Sarah Bowling Richardson, you're part of Arizona history and you're friends for life. Thank you so much for sharing your story. What number are you going to wear up there, by the way?
I'm going to try and get number 33.
There we go. All right. Number 8's still safe.
And it won't be McCabe on the back of the
No, it won't. That's great stuff. Hey, we're through an hour here. We continue on. More high school sports coming your way from the state of Arizona. We take you around the state, not just the East